Start the show. Hello, world. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect and Euro Talk. Episode 11 is here, people. We keep getting there and there. And I'm actually so proud, This show is almost about to reach its own teenager of the numbers. If you look at it, I'm only just one show away from being a teenager, reaching those teenage 13 and stuff like that. Don't even know where that is coming from. But anyway, I'm excited, guys. I am excited, especially after the games we were doing a watch along over. It's now about 3 or 4 hours ago now. Time really moves so fast, sometimes when you don't really look at it. But anyway, I'm excited for starters. I am excited with what Xherdan Shaqiri did today. Now, I'm gonna say this as a passionate fan of Liverpool, the club, and the players that are inside. And what we talk about, we will say you never walk alone. Shaqiri has gone through some crazy stages in his career. Stoke City was the lowest of them all, if we have to be sure. Oh, look at that. If Mr. Karen was here, will understand what I mean when I bring back the Stoke City. Shaqiri has went through all the certain stages, but at all the times, he has always fought his way up. As short as he is strong, that man is a big man. You gotta put some respect on him because he will deliver when you really need him to deliver. I remember the last time when he came for Liverpool, when we were playing Manchester United at Anfield, and the game was looking like it's gonna end a draw 1-1, 2-2. It was 1-1, right? Yeah. Then he came in from the sub. Then he was just unplayable, and they scored 2 goals, and we beat Manchester United at Anfield 3-1, if I remember. The first goal of Manchester United was scored by Marshall. I remember that day is day clear as well, because I actually remember the way I was watching the game. I was actually in a bar, so literally my head was looking upwards to see if I'm not missing anything. That's how much I love Liverpool. So, with all that has been happening and the way last season was, the man has not played any regular football. We gotta tell the truth. This man has struggled to get game time under Jurgen Klopp. Even though we're going through some craziness, he has struggled to get game time. Sometimes it could be the manager, or sometimes we would hear that he's injured. Maybe he was not trying too much in training to actually try to convince the manager that he is the right man to be playing. It was hard for Shaqiri to be consistent with Liverpool. Let's say it like that. Goes to Euro, they had to select him because when you look at Switzerland, you're looking at a team which don't really have some of those big players that everyone are really expecting to be shining. They don't have the Cristiano Ronaldo. They don't have the Kylian Mbappe. They don't have the Thomas Muller. Those guys that we have come to know in the world of football as the best. They don't have the Lewandowski. So, of course, when they're talking about their best players, they're looking at the players like Xherdan Shaqiri because he has always been one of their best players. So they took him. I remember in my head thinking that, okay, he has been selected, but this man has not been giving us anything to come on. And the past 2 games that he played before we even come to today's games were clear evidence of this man not playing any game time, and he was really bad. He was really bad. He had to be substituted in all the games. Oh my God, I can't believe he was substituted in all those games. He had to be substituted because he was not really at his best. Okay, we're not gonna put him at the best, the worst, like Morata level, but he was, there. He was running. He was doing the regular things. You understand what I mean? He was doing what he was expected of as a winger, Morata is a striker. What you expect of him? That's why people are always all over him. Him, you understand what I mean? But you understand the way the guy was. You could tell that when the Scottish people were shouting and crying that, oh, not Scottish, but sorry for that. When the Switzerland or the Swiss people were shouting and crying that Shaqiri should not be in this team. It made sense clear as daylight. It really did make sense clear as daylight. But to see a manager going and against the words of all the social influence and saying that I'm putting this guy first because I believe in him, that takes a lot of guts. That takes a lot of guts off the manager side. That's why I'm rating also the manager in this thing when I'm talking about how much the game was like. And for Shaqiri to get into that ground and repay the manager with the most amazing goals I've seen some in the tournament, it was amazing. You see that the thumbnail that you're looking right now, the picture you're looking right now on YouTube, that is a face of a man who's trying to show you that after all that I've gone through this past year, I still stand up and still give you something to smile about and prove how worth I am in the world of football. That's what that face means. And for me, as a Liverpool fan, I have to say, I'm really, really, really really proud of that man. Because we are talking about mentality master, somebody who proves to the world that you might say, I'm not really the guy you want, but I will deliver. That's what he did. I don't know if I can ever say it better than what I just said, but that's exactly what I have to say. I'm really, really proud of what he did today. And also, I'm really proud of Switzerland. After the humiliating game they had with the Welsh team that they were expected to win, and the distraction that they had to suffer under the hands of Italy, coming and playing the worst team probably in the Group A. Um, Turkey played that good, almost close to be number two because Italy did beat Wales, but Wales did not allow Italy to overrun them like what they did the other two teams. That takes some guts. That takes some serious things. So they are really at a good chance right now to be qualifying as one of the best third runs up for the, of course, looking at everything that is going to be happening. But they are standing at the right place at the right time, and it means a lot. It means a lot in this Euro because the Euro is getting interesting by every single day, and we keep covering as much info or as much content in it as we can, looking at the performance of the games. And we are about to get deep into it as the Football Connect. I'm gonna be talking about the red card, of course, in the Italy game, and also talk about some of the things, and also talk about the goal that Turkey scored, like to say bye bye to the fans as they know that they're out of the Euro. The goal that they scored, it was a mark of beauty, pure beauty. That was amazing to see. So we are gonna be talking about all this. So do me a favor. No, not doing this. Do me a favor. The Football Connect, that good yellow that you see there, do that a favor. Click that like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. Let's get this show started. It's Euro Talk, episode 11. We talk about the two teams who have made it to the round of 16 to add on to Netherlands. Which other team was that? Oh, Italy was already in. So we are just talking about Wales, the team that has followed them in Group A, and we are going to build up to what is going to be happening tomorrow. That's what all Euro Talk is all about. And we talk about the two games that are going to be covered tomorrow, or the two groups that are going to be covered, not two games, two groups in a matter of a double games like what we did today. What did you think about the performance of both Italy and Wales? Italy game and also the Turkey's game. Today, I have to say, Turkey came in a little bit adventurous. They were trying things, they were trying to attack things that they were not doing. They were trying to actually try to cause problem to Wales. They were trying to show the Wales that they were there, something that I didn't see them in the past. So for that, I was really, really, really extremely impressed by that. But Of course, the better team won because the better team wanted it more, and they went and they got it. Um, Let me put this on the screen as I'm talking about the Turkish game, so that you see the stats of how the game went, and how it finished, so that it becomes a little bit more clear to you when I'm talking about these things. I'm not just getting them in my own head. I'm giving you pure facts. At the same time, I'm drinking my water. Okay, so looking at this, why am I stuck? Is this thing just loading or something? I think it's loading a bit. But anyway, looking at the performance of the game, yeah, it was loading. Now I think it's okay. Now let me put this up there so that you see. Super Sports, thank you for that app. So 3-1, that was the score line. I believe this is on the screen now, because of course it just runs to another screen. Yes, it is. So 3-1 was the scoreline. Switzerland versus Turkey. 23 shots by Switzerland, 19 shots by Turkey. This tells you that both teams were not respecting each other. They wanted this the most. They were calling the shots, they were attacking, they were hungry for this. And that is clear evidence that tells you how much these guys were looking forward to get something out of this. Turkey wanted to win this game, not because they knew that they're gonna go somewhere if they win the game, because they just wanted to give their fans, because I felt like it was at their home ground, or give the fans who were there, who were actually paid in this COVID-19 era, something to go smiling about. But they were just playing with a different animal. That's all I can say. 10 shots on target by Switzerland and 6 shots on target by Turkey. So it means that the goalkeeper of Turkey was overworking here. 8 corners, both of them, 1 offside, and 25 to 14 yellow cards, and the rest that doesn't really matter. But you can definitely see that there was a work of art. There was fighting spirit. There was these guys from both directions that were giving each other a game to never forget. It was not a boring game like the Wales Italy game. I'll tell you more about that when we go there. It was not a boring game. It was a game of people who didn't respect each other, and they were saying that I can get something out of this team. I can get something out of this team, because of course they were beating the same score line as the team that beat us in the beginning. That's what made this game so interesting. So it was like battling. There was a battle of the bottom. Who's gonna be the higher at the end of the game? And Switzerland found themselves as the biggest one, thanks to Xherdan Shaqiri. And this man that I need to talk about, I have to go back to the Switzerland lineup. This guy that is called Steven Zomber. Oh yeah, I think it's Steven Zomber. Because if I'm to remember so well, all the goals that were scored, he played a part in all of them. He played a part in all of them. I just want to remember so well, he played a part in all of them. 23 minutes, 63 minutes. Let me go to that one. 63 minutes. Okay, 63 minutes. Attempt saved. Xherdan Shaqiri right-footed shot from outside the box, and it's saved by the top right corner. Okay. Okay. I want to go where there is a goal, in these things that they give us here. Where is the goal? Oh, sorry for that. It's 60, it's 20, it's 68, 68. So I actually passed it. Sorry for that. Anyway, okay, goal Switzerland, Turkey 3, Switzerland 3, Turkey 1. Xherdan Shaqiri, Switzerland, with the left-footed shot from the center of the box to the top left corner, assisted by Steven Zomber. So Steven Zomber had a hat trick of goals. He had a hat trick of assists in this game, because all the 3 goals that were scored by Switzerland, they had to have played a part coming from his legs. So that for me is huge. That for me is huge. We have to analyze him as well, because he played in a perfect game. He played so well, and until you actually give respect to the players who stands up in this, then you got some problem, people. So I was really impressed by Switzerland all in all, because they did fight against the all odds when they were playing with a team that was to be believed to be the dark horses of the tournament. I'm not talking about the dark horses of the group, the dark horses of the tournament, beating them by 3 goals to 1. sign of not giving up. I know the defense did slip one in, but they kept fighting until to the end, and they really did deserve the scoreline that they got to the Switzerland. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What did you think about the game, and what did you want to see which you didn't get to see in this game? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, we go to the next game because there were not only one, there is another one that was played, which was Italy versus Wales. So, for starters, boring game. It was the worst boring game I've watched, but as well, it was interesting as well to just to watch because you know what made this game interesting was the significance of the scoreline that was going to come from that goal and how it was going to affect the arrangement of the group at the end of the game. You understand? Let me just have an example. If Italy lost, they were still gonna be on top, but they would have been yeah, they were still gonna be on top, but at the same time, Wales, I believe they were gonna go on top of them in terms of in terms of points because they had four into the, oh no, they were not. Yeah, they were. Yes, they were because Italy would have been having six and Wales would be having seven because they have a draw, a win, a win. So they just make sure that they kept their position, which was finishing at the top of the group, which I respect. Secondly, Wales, on the other hand, Wales, one thing that they had to do was just to make sure that Italy does not score more goals. Because if they score more goals, they are, let me just say, replaced. And now Switzerland goes on top. If Italy had scored more goals, Switzerland goes on top of Wales and they finish as number two. Then Wales will have to hope that they don't become the worst number three run-up so that they can be qualifying. So they just make sure that they did their job, defended so well, which we actually saw with their game plan exactly when they were given a red card, which I felt like it was not really a red card, but it was given. So I'm not gonna cry about that one. I've already said my piece. There is a small short video in the Football Connect. Go look for it. You will see I was really confused how that became a red card. Because similarly, I saw the same tackle in the Spain game against Poland, and they were only given a penalty, not a red card. It was a yellow card, if I'm remembering so well, but I'm not really. So I remember something like that happening. So I was really shocked. It didn't make sense to me. It confused me a bit, but anyway, that's what happens sometimes when you're doing this. It confused me a bit, but with everything that happened, they did manage to get everything right. Before the red card, yes, I didn't care who was gonna win between Switzerland and the and who else? Which other team is that one? Switzerland and Wales. But exactly after the red card, I started feeling sympathy for Wales, and I really wanted to win for the love and the fact that they performed so well. I really wanted them to win. So that's what happened. Thank God, and everything went so well. They defended so well. They had to make sure that they spend 90% of the second half in their own 18 area, making sure that nothing goes in. I'm talking about the whole full team of Wales in the 18 area, protecting themselves from what they believe they deserve to be going to the next stage because they did beat Turkey, and they did cause the draw with Russia. So with Switzerland, sorry for that, the draw with Switzerland. So everything was going so well, and they deserve to go where they are. And also with the performance that Gareth Bale pulled against that game against Turkey, they at least they had deserve a chance to go somewhere else. But now, let's just say those are the two teams that went to the round of 16. Italy secured their place in the second round, but the third round, which is the final round, Wales did secure that position, and now Switzerland are hoping that at least they get a chance if things goes well. That's it. But at this time, it's just a sign of hoping. Now, let me talk about other things that I wanted to talk about. Looking at all the things that I've covered, I've been talking since I've got here. Mm, Now we wait to see how the rounds are going to be set up and what's going to happen at the end of that. But now we know that these guys are up there. The red card, I didn't see like a red card. Other than that, there's nothing to talk about. Italy, we didn't go to that game trying to making sure that they humiliate the team. They just wanted to make sure that they are the ones who remain at the top, and they did that in their own way, and they started playing the football passes and whatever. So I can't really talk about this game because it was not really interesting because nobody wanted to get anything from this too. So yeah. That's all I can say. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Before I go too far, I'm just gonna show you the stats like I've done with other videos as well. I'm gonna just try by all means to make this big, then show you what happened. So, as I'm saying, Wales were not interested in doing anything. They just wanted to make sure that they win. They lose this game in a humble way or in a humble manner, if that even makes sense. Okay, so 23 shots by Italy, 3 shots by Wales, 6 on target by Italy, and 1 by Wales. That's so wasteful from Italy. 23 shots, 6 on target. That is very wrong. Corner kicks, 7-1. Offside, 3-0. Fouls, 14-12. Yellow card, 1-2. Red card, 1 to Wales. So that is that. Interesting. That's how the things went on, like, and we better hope to see what happens. Before I go too far, I just want to talk about the Italy goalkeeper, Diorama. It's being believed that he will be meeting up with the club that is signing for as a free agent, which is PSG, and they'll be finalizing everything. But that's it. The medicals, I think that's what they'll be doing or something. I'm not really sure, but one thing I know is that the due is up to 2026. So that's almost a matter of 5 years or something like that. I'm just guessing here, people. It's guesswork. So forgive me for that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching on that part. Now let's go to the most important time, which is fixtures, building on to what is going to happen tomorrow. This is what we do on the Euro Talk. So do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe to the Euro Talk, and subscribe to the Football Connect so that you never miss when we go live. We are always here making jokes, talking about things that is happening, and on top of that, drinking water. Drinking water. I found myself loving water this cold weather. I don't know, is it because I'm spending a lot of time on the Football Connect these days, isn't it? Maybe it's because I'm spending a lot of time in the Football Connect, which means if I'm spending, I'm talking a lot. So, yeah, you need to help on those voice box and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe a scientist to tell me what really has to happen there. Anyway, let's move on. 21 Monday, which of course is just 20 minutes away in my time to reach to that Monday. 6 o'clock. Okay. I believe in Britain or in England it's around 5 o'clock that same time. So yeah, I think you can play around between my time and Britain's time. So what's gonna be happening is that North Macedonia is playing against Netherlands, which of course I know is gonna be a win. Ukraine is gonna be playing against Austria, which I still don't know who's gonna win that one. Then at 9 o'clock, we have Belgium versus Finland. Now, of course, we know who's going to win that one. Then we have Denmark versus Russia. And I know which team that I want to win, but I don't know if they're going to win. Makes sense, right? Gotta say, makes sense. But before we start talking about this ones, we're going to go visit the two groups. Then we look at how they're set up. And then we come back here and finalize everything for tomorrow. Sake. Anyway, let's go to the tables. Table B, oh yeah, Group B. We have Belgium up top, Russia following with 3 points, followed by Finland as well and Denmark. So this is the interesting part. Russia is playing Denmark. Finland is playing Belgium. Imagine if Denmark win against Russia. And imagine if Finland loses to Belgium. Uh, mm, mm. Anyway, that's just me playing around here. Then we have Netherlands up top, 6 points, already qualified, of course, alongside Belgium. Then we have Ukraine, 3 points, and Austria, 3 points. So between Ukraine and Austria, we will definitely know who's going to the next level. So between Netherlands and North Macedonia, I have no idea who wins, and I don't even care. Frankly, I don't even care because whatever that happens in that game, it's not going to suit or it's not going to push anything. So we're going to leave it at that. Anyway, now let's go back to this side so that we try to predict. Now, we have been watching the games. For starters, this is really important when we talk about the Euro. We guys have been watching these games. We've been watching these teams, their performance. And there is no way in this gold's green house North Macedonia can get something from Netherlands unless Netherlands give the game away because they believe that they've already qualified. Or maybe that. I think, yeah, because they've already qualified. But now it's just the level of how they're going to qualify. They're going to be the second or the top. That part, that's all that is left. So we'll see what happens. Ukraine versus Austria. So now this is a good game because one of these two teams is gonna be able to qualify to the next stage alongside Netherlands. So the question of the day or the matter is this: who's gonna qualify for that? Well, they can play to a draw, which gives them 4-4, and they qualify as well. The other one is to be hoping to be the third best. But if they beat each other, that is going to be interesting. So, what's going to happen is this: we will tell what we think is going to happen here, looking at the teams and looking at my own predictions. Then at 9 o'clock, which of course is 8 o'clock in Britain, we have Finland versus Belgium. Belgium's going to win that one by 5 goals or 3. No, let me just say 4 goals. 4-0. Then we have Denmark versus Russia. Now, I want Denmark to win, and I believe they can win against Russia because I've seen them perform. So I'm going with Denmark winning by 2-0 here. Austria versus Ukraine. I'm going with Ukraine winning by 2-1. Not Macedonia, and of course, we got to talk about Netherlands. I see nothing but a Netherlands victory, maybe 5, somewhere there. I'm just joking. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But just about all these things that I've just said, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about the Euro Talk, what you need us to change so that we try to make sure that we give you the best out of the best when we come live. Talk about those things. Let me know in the comment section just to make sure that I don't miss it, so that we see where we are going. Click that like button. If you have a comment, leave it down there in the comments, down underneath, because of course the live comments are closing. So leave it down underneath, and then we'll look at it, then we'll see what we do. But all in all, congratulations to Italy and Wales they have qualified to the next stage. Click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. Don't miss another video. It's important that you don't. So let's get this show over.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Bennett